What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you guys the only two methods that you need to know to get a perfect bead of silicone or caulk. First time, every time. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. So the first thing we're going to do is take our nozzle and we're going to make a nice clean 45-degree cut on the tip here, just like that. Attach it to the tube of silicone or caulk. So I'm going to show you guys two methods that'll give you a perfect result every time. The first method, you don't need to go out there and buy anything. You can do it straight away at home. Second method, there's one tool that you can buy that'll make your life much easier. So we're going to take that 45-degree cut that we've made, position it into our joint or our corner, and we're going to apply our bead of silicone, making sure to move consistently. So we're going to apply that silicone all the way through. And I'll show you guys how that one there looks. So if we have a close look at the bead of silicone, you can see there, that one's actually looking pretty good. I've got a lot of years of experience applying silicone, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ruin this bead from probably about midway. I'm going to put a lot of excess material all throughout here so that I can show you guys a good comparison of what you can achieve by using my following methods. Put a couple high spots around here, make that one there pretty much how a beginner would do it. And that's the upside of what I'm about to show you guys, is anybody out there can do this. So if we have a look at my perfect bead that I initially created, it's now no longer perfect. This is pretty much what a beginner would apply their silicone or their caulk against a joint or a corner. And I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to fix this. So all you need is a spray bottle with some water and a couple drops of dishwashing detergent mixed inside. What this is going to allow us to do is profile this silicone bead right here, or the caulking that you're using, without having the material sticking all over the place. So a couple quick sprays over the material, a little bit on your fingers. Now that's no longer going to stick. We're going to take a little rag as well to wipe off the excess. Run your finger all the way along that joint there. Remove that excess material. Once again, if you like, you can go back over the top, and I'll show you guys what that looks like now. And now if we have a look at the joint, that is looking beautiful right there. If I went over it a couple more times right here with my finger, I could have got that pretty much 100% perfect. But this one here is just for demonstration, so I'm going to show you guys the second method now that's going to allow you to get a perfect bead every single time. Now for the second method, what we want to use is a profiling kit like this one here. They're very, very cheap. You don't have to buy this brand. I'll put some links in the description. This one here is called a Fuji kit from Kramer. It comes with a whole bunch of little attachments, silicone removing tools, pretty much everything you're going to need. But the most important one that I always go for is this bottom one right here. Now these are made out of silicone, so that means they don't stick to your material, nice and easy to clean. Once the silicone's dry, you can simply roll it off and clean it up nicely like new again. Now what I like about this one here, we've got a whole different bunch of corners or radiuses that we can use to get a different profile on our finish. So once again, we're going to take our silicone, we're going to create that bead, we'll go nicely halfway through, and then we'll just put a bit of excess all throughout there. So once again, we've got a nice clean bead for the first half. Second half, we've got a lot of excess material. Nice and blobby, and I'll show you guys just how easy it is to fix all of this up. So now we can take the profiling tool, and you'll notice there's numbers on every corner. That tells you how wide the actual bead is going to be. So we can choose whatever you like. If you want to have a first wipe, if you're not too happy with it, you want it a little bit more narrow, you can change the corner and go over the top again. So we'll start off with the larger side right here. We'll try the number 8. All you want to do is simply line that up in the corner. You don't need any kind of lubricant or anything like that. Now, if we push this one here up against the side, I can see that it's actually not making it down to the silicone. So this one here is a little bit too big. We'll take another corner right here. Once again, push that into the corner, and we're just going to wipe that all the way across. All the way to the end, and you can see there I've got that excess material right there. Wipe that on a rag once again to keep it nice and clean, and I'll show you guys what this bead here looks like. And if we have a close look now, this is what the finished product looks like. So we've got a nice, perfect, consistent bead all the way throughout, simply by using our little profiling tool here. This is worth the investment because it'll last a lifetime. It's made out of rubber or silicone, so it'll last a lifetime, nice and easy to clean, as I just showed you guys. But a nice, perfect bead all throughout. Now some of you might be thinking, well hang on a second Bill, it's pretty easy to get on a straight joint like this one here, but what about in a corner? I'm going to show you guys how to do it in a corner using once again our profiling tool and also using the soapy water trick. So if we have a close look at the corner, you can see that bead there is absolutely horrible, super thick, inconsistent, very lumpy, and that corner there is very, very difficult to get into. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it firstly with our profiling tool. So this time around, because we're working on a corner, I like to work away from the corner. So we just take that as close as we can to that corner section there, wipe away all that excess material. Once again, we're left with a nice perfect finish. Remove any of that excess material. Go over it once again if you need to. Do the same thing on the other side. Follow through once more in case you've got some material that's left over. Repeat the process up the top. So coming up to that corner, you can see the bead is very, very nice. Once again, nice and consistent. We've just got that little corner. Now what I do with this corner is I take my profiling tool and I'll simply pivot it. So I put the bit of weight on the back, lift up the front, and we're just going to give it a little sweeping motion, just like that, because that's going to give us a nice consistent type radius. Bring the tool in, pivot that corner and sweep out that excess material. Wipe it off. Do the same thing going up. Lucky last side right here, which is a little bit hard to get out of the camera's view. Pull that material there back. And if we have a close look now, you can see there we've got a beautiful corner right there simply using that profiling tool. That's why I say it's worth spending that little bit of extra money sometimes to get a nice perfect finish, consistent every single time. But that is a nice way to do it, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Once again, if you don't have that profiling tool, using our soapy water trick. Spray a bit of soapy water, little bit on the fingers, and we can wipe that one there off, making sure not to get too much of a build-up before you wipe away that excess material. Otherwise it'll start to smear out the sides. Same thing on this side. And the upside about the soapy water is you can always spray just a little bit more, go back over the top until you're 100% happy with it. Now for this corner section here, you can bring your finger straight into that corner, drag it out, and do that from all sides. Might use my pinky here, it's a little bit smaller. And once again, we've got a nice finish there simply by using soapy water. So whether you're using soapy water or you're going to invest in one of these profiling tools, definitely worth it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. You've learned something new. Get out there and give it a go yourself, guys. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.